shows on outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said, I have a proposition. Every really want to take me home tonight. I said, what's that? And she said, if you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance.
Daddy say so, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
On the jump. Here we go. Strike.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He'll borrow his way forward for a couple. Chris Jenkins, they're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Okay, ready.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Another run here with Hall. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 35 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
1st and 10.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throw on the run is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
Jets 7, Bengals nothing. Chad Ryland to kick.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Can. 11 MT. Jahan.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On one, ready?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get set. Jahan.
Now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Jahan. Right. 11. 12. Jahan.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On the ground, it's Brown. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 2.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Jahan. Right 80. Jahan.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And he's in! Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, escaping to his left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, the run with Hall. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. 3rd down and 9. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
Here we go, here we go. Right in, stop.
Here's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Stop. 11, 11. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They get in motion.
Stop.
Burrows from out of the gun here. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it looks like the offense is going to come up with this one. Wow, nearly a disaster. They get it back just outside their goal line. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. This will be returned from just beyond midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
At the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Big gain for the Jets there. 38 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. On the move left. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Josh Wiley. Touchdown, Jets. What a big play a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
On one, ready?
Second and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown.
Chase Brown, interior. Azaria Thomas on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On one, ready?
This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 11, empty. 180. 180, touch.
Burrow to throw. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up. Here's Matthew Hayball now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. To return, it's Shaheed. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
26 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Ready? Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second and 11.
Let's go. 60.
Back to throw. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll set up the screen to Hall.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Looking from Washington, on target with that one. It is a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hall. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. And the Jets have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ready? On first down, they go right back to Hall. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Ready? Gravity Lion.
The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he will get into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, Burrow. He'll let one go down the middle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So it's a 3-deep zone here, so they call that cover 3 defense. So what they're going to have is they're going to have a center fielder. He's going to be in the middle of the field, and it's his job that on the quarterback's throw, he has to be able to break and play that entire middle third of the defense. So you got to have the right guy back there, not only with the instincts, but then the speed and the ball skills to go make a play on the ball.
Hey, Can. 11, Thomas. 12.
Second down, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
17 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this.
On one, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Leggett in motion. Burrow now to throw on first down. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
11 mighty.
Leggett in motion. Now a second down throw for Burrow. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Here we go. Wide 80.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on fourth and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he's in! Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Bengals.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion, That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
McPherson with a kickoff for Cincinnati.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Y'all got to pump my taste.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Out of the gun. He'll throw. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. And he will score. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Jets have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
On 2, ready? Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. Back into the hands of Yosibas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here we go. 180. What is up? 11.
A tight end in motion now.
Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's going to have first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
25 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go. 11. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
On 1, ready? Here we go. 180.
We get in motion. Burrow now. Open left side is Gesicki. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his second TD catch of the season.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Come on. Cowboy 80.
Ready. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This pass taken in by Shaheed. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Ryland's kick is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Let's get set. Hey, can.
Now Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing is Burrow. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
from the 33. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
12. Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. 4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This is going to be from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Bené Wanwu now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the jump. Ready. Crack up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go, here we go.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Throw on the run is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
18 cut.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Demetrius Knight getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Now they'll set up to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
Ready, break! Red! Check, hurt! Ready!
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll run. It's Hall.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Get it! Ready, ready!
Back to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Jets. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be final play of this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Ready? 11, Thomas. Shot.
Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here we go. Can.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Former 3rd to fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Teams has come up with the recovery.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he will score. Game on. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Ready? He'll go again with Hall. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
On the jump.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready. Steady.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. You better know
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9.
Ready.
Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. He'll drop the throw. Coming free is Clark. He's got it. They get 18 on the pitching catch. Good for a Jets first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Ready up.
It is third and long.
Let's go.
That is going to be small in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
From the 35, it's first and 10.
11, empty. Here we go. Stop. 180.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Done. Stop. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long.
Here we go. 180.
They'll drop to throw. To the left side. Caught by Chase. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
Here we go. Back.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On first down, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now, Burrow. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught left side by Taylor. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rolling right. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
This is Turner. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Gun. Got 11 mighty. Got.
Burrow now. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up now for second down.
What's your set?
Leggett in motion.
Big 13. Down.
Second down. Burrow.
The pass. Quentin Williams on the stop. A loss of 12 brings up third down.
The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Burrows from out of the gun here on third down. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll come up here, first and 10.
12. Here we go. Can. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Cougar 19. Go.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time.